This is Win News.
Tonight, Aussie troops deployed to help fight Islamic State in Iraq. Hobart's brush with Hollywood as an all-star cast films on the Eastern Shore. And the Hobart City Council plans to lobby for gay marriage. Good evening, I'm Georgia Love. More Australian troops are heading to Iraq to help in the fight against Islamic State extremists. Around 330 specialists will be used to train the Iraqi troops, but the Prime Minister warned it will be a dangerous mission.
It was war games today at the 7th Brigade's Brisbane base. Target practice, room-to-room raids, but tomorrow they will head to the real thing. The troops will be on the ground and working next month, and the plan is to stay for 2 years. Whether that is long enough to destroy Islamic State, no one really knows.
A normally sleepy suburban street has been transformed into a major movie set as filming for Australian production Lion kicked off on Hobart's Eastern Shore. Locals loitered, hopeful of a glimpse behind the scenes as an all-star cast, including Nicole Kidman, worked to bring a unique Tasmanian story to the big screen. Stephanie Anderson again.
Our own slice of Hollywood right on Hobart's Eastern Shore.
We are pretty excited about the whole thing, actually.
This normally sleepy suburban street today transformed into the backdrop for a major movie set, filming scenes for Australian production Lion, the story of a young Indian boy, Saru Brierley, who was adopted by a Hobart couple. And Tasmania's taste of Hollywood won't stop here, with those behind the film's production confirming plans are in place for a movie premiere to be held in the state early next year.
Doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, you're going to fall in love with this little boy and his journey.
Stephanie Anderson, Win News.
Ahead on Win News, a mid-air emergency because of a baggage handler trapped in the hold. And footy fans urged to don pink when Hawthorn comes to town this Saturday. Welcome back. The Tasmanian Fire Service had their job made easy today when they were called to a blaze to find the property's owners had already extinguished it. Fire broke out in the bedroom of the house in Hopwood Street in Conyngham, north of Hobart, shortly after 9 a.m. Thanks to the quick work of the owners, the building sustained only minor damage. The cause is undetermined. Hundreds of footy fans will pack Aurora Stadium this weekend to watch the Pink Ribbon Day clash between Hawthorn and the Western Bulldogs. As Rebecca Elston reports, it's the third year the Cancer Council has been chosen as the match day charity.
It's the Hawks' first home match in the state this season, and it's all in the name of charity. The clash against the Western Bulldogs this Sunday will support Pink Ribbon Day.
First and foremost, a family club, and everyone's touched by cancer. We've all got mothers, most of us have got sisters or daughters. We're thrilled to help out this extremely worthy cause.
We really encourage all the fans to wear a splash of pink and support Cancer Council Tasmania.
Now looking ahead to sport, here's Brent Costelloe.
Thanks very much, Georgia. Coming up tonight, Tasmanian boxer Daniel Gill set for another big payday in the United States with a fight against a world champion scheduled for June. Cricket and the Tasmanian Tigers have finalised their squad for next season with a former face rejoining the fold. In footy, we'll have all the latest from the AFL world ahead of round 3 this weekend. Also tonight, we'll investigate Launceston's early success in the TSL this season. All that and more coming up shortly.
Fantastic. Hear from you later. Well, stay with us. A man explains how he was bitten by a croc on Clive Palmer's golf course. And an heir and one to spare what's in store for the new royal baby. You're watching Win News. A 70-year-old golfer has spoken about the moment he was attacked by a crocodile in North Queensland. The man was retrieving his ball from the water at Clive Palmer's Port Douglas course when the salty lunged. Taking a look at today's weather now, and conditions were mainly fine around the state, although temperatures were a little on the cool side. Showers on King Island, an overcast day for Flinders. Both the islands reached 18. Cloudy in the northwest, Burnie 15, Devonport 16. Cloudy in Launceston also with a cool 4 overnight before getting to 16. Mainly fine on the east coast, St Helens 16, Swansea just slightly warmer. Lovely and sunny for Strawn, 19 degrees, and Hobart mostly sunny and a top of 17. And I'll have a full weather report later on in the bulletin. In the meantime, when we come back, students converge on UTAS for the Youth Science Forum, and we meet the first king born in Australia. To finance now, and the Australian share market has closed lower due to falls by miners, retailers and Telstra. The All Ordinaries Index was down 11.9 points, while it was a bad day for the big four banks. And the Aussie dollar closed down against all the major currencies. A very special event on the Gold Coast with the first birth at SeaWorld of a baby king penguin. While the rest of the colony took a dip or shuffled around, the youngster kept warm in the icy enclosure by hitching a ride on mum's feet. SeaWorld is still not sure if it's a he or a she, but the feathery fuzz will soon grow into the magnificent colours that make these penguins such a wonder of nature. What would you call the newborn penguin, Brent? I reckon Mumbles from Happy Feet's a good name.
Yeah, not too bad. I might have to get back to you on that.
Yeah.
I actually have one more, but I don't think I'll say it.
All right, good idea. Well, sports coming up next, and the Tasmanian Tigers playing list has been finalised for next season.
It certainly has, Georgia, with a familiar face returning to the squad. Details next. Also, Tasmanian boxer Daniel Gill set for another big payday in the United States. Tasmania's Daniel Gill is currently mid-flight to the United States of America, where he'll sign a lucrative deal to fight one of the world's best boxers. The Real Deal will do battle with WBC middleweight champion Miguel Cotto at New York's Barclays Centre on June 6. After losses to Darren Barker and more recently Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Gill's track record in the United States isn't good. But experts predict the Real Deal is a strong chance of defeating current WBC champion Miguel Cotto.
He obviously doesn't have the standing in the sport that Cotto does. He has size and reach over him. If he were to win that title, he returns to being at the very top of world boxing. So it's an enormous opportunity.
Gill will hold a press conference with Cotto in New York on Wednesday, US time. He'll then fly straight back to Australia to prepare for the bout. And if he can win...
Fights that come after this, as the WBC champion, the lineal champion of the middleweight division, would bring huge money. He's suddenly the most wanted man in the middleweight division.
All of Tasmania hopes that will happen. Finally, showboating is rarely encouraged, and to do it before the finish line is asking for trouble, as this runner discovered at a college athletics carnival in the United States. Coasting to the finish line during the men's steeplechase, the athlete from the University of Oregon was suddenly made to look very silly, losing by 1/10 of a second. It's a little bit awkward. And just before I go, the campaign to bring the footy show to Tasmania is gaining momentum, with AFL Tasmania and the Spirit of Tasmania both jumping on board the bid. If you want to get involved, visit West Point's Facebook page and sign a petition, which I hope you've already done, Georgia.
I've done. How many times have you done it now?
Lots and
a few.
lots and lots.
Calling all your contacts?
Yep.
Yeah, it's what you've been on the phone all day for, isn't it? All right, well, the weather details are up next, and it'll be a warm day on the way tomorrow. Well, it was a fairly mild day around the state today. Conditions mainly fine, although temperatures were a little on the cool side. There were showers on King Island, an overcast day on Flinders, both reached 18. Cloudy in the northwest, Burnie getting to a top of just 15, Devonport 16. Cloudy in Launceston also, with a cool 4 overnight before getting to 16. Mainly fine on the east coast, St Helens 16, Swansea just a tad warmer, a lovely sunny 19 for Strawn, and Hobart mostly sunny day and a high of 17. The satellite is showing a large cloud band extending from Western Australia right over the south of the mainland and Tasmania, and a low pressure system to the south of the Bight. On the water, it swells up to 2 metres in the south, 1.5 in the west and east, and winds up to 25 knots in the west, 20 in the east and south. Tomorrow, a wet but warm day in store. Showers for the islands, a top of 19 for King, 22 for Flinders. Scattered rain about the north, Burnie 20 degrees, Devonport just slightly cooler, Launceston a maximum of 21. Showers in the east, St Helens 21, Swansea 22, Strawn up to a top of 20, and showers in Hobart too, but a lovely warm top of 23. For the rest of the country, showers in Canberra and Melbourne, mainly fine for the other major centres. And looking ahead back home, showers on Thursday and Saturday in the northwest. A mainly fine end to the week in Launceston, but a wet Saturday on the way. And showers in Hobart for Thursday and Saturday, with temperatures between 17 and 19. Tomorrow will be lovely. 23 in April's pretty good.
You get the shorts out.
Don't go too hard. Well, that's the news for this Tuesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.